Yo, having 2 kids after 40 is crazy, B. Like, it's crazy. Having 1 kid was like, all right, cool. But having 2 kids after 40? That's OD. I'm shocked myself. So yeah, I haven't really had time to make videos because my kids were small. I had babies. And then right when Max, so 2 years ago I tried, but then when Max got big, I kind of found that I was having another baby. So that changed everything, and then we bought a house, so that changed a lot too. I'm getting checkers, by the way. Get over here. Oh, man. Over the seat. Oh, we can't do it. Turn the climate back on. Okay. Okie dokie. I hate Kendrick Lamar. I used to go viral on a regular. I feel like almost every week I had a different viral hit. Then the pandemic came, and I quit social media for almost 5 years. And I'm going to tell you what happened. And also where I've been, but mostly tell you what happened. I still go viral. Turns out that when you have viral content, it goes viral all the time. Like it repeatedly, it habitually gets sick. Like it goes viral all the time. I think I might have about 3 or 4 viral videos out right now. But being that I didn't post on YouTube in the past 2 years and haven't posted content consistently in the past 5 years, I don't get any money from it. And that sucks. But what I did gain in the process, I gained a lot of peace of mind. So let me go back. About 4 years ago, right at the start of the pandemic, I found out that I was having a baby boy to be exact. He was born December 2020, a pandemic baby. They are different. They are built different. Yeah, my interviews still go viral. My cousin just sent me a screenshot last week of like one of my videos doing like 500,000 views. Like my J-Lo interview goes viral like every 6 months. And then I have like Scarlett Johansson, Blake Lively interview that's going viral too. Someone reached out and was like, hey, you want me to tag you? I was like, nah, I'm good, thank you. And my boy called me and said my Denzel interview went viral again too. I still go viral. I can go viral whenever I want. On Twitter, on X, whatever it's called now. I don't know, I just have like a gift. Although I'm not going viral and I don't get that dopamine hit, I do get another dopamine hit from like my kids. I just love my kids. I love hanging out with my kids. And being that I traveled so much for work, I found great joy in being home. And I worked on my mental health. Like working on your mental health is just amazing because, you know, you heal from the past traumas. You don't need all the nonsense that you used to get previously. Maybe nonsense is not even the right word. Like you just used to have like so many requests, so many things that I needed. Like when I traveled, I needed liquor, you know what I mean? When I traveled, I needed something to do in the new city. When I traveled, like I needed a nice car to drive around the new city in. I don't need those things anymore. I mean, I still have a nice car. And I still like to eat at the finest restaurants. But I gave myself to God. And that's part of where I've been. I've been on this spiritual journey, this journey within. I started a podcast called Mind Bodega. We did like 10 episodes before I stopped doing that. I didn't really stop. I was kind of doing it with my job, and then they kind of like shut down. So that was that. Then I started working and volunteering at a church. I don't really call it working because I was serving there. It was an act of service. But yeah, I've been all over. It's actually about what going on your own personal journey is all about. It's like doing different things. And when you start to do these things, you don't actually know where you're going. But once they're done, you realize like, oh, yo, I did a lot of stuff. And I got something from it. So it's fun in that sense. I wish I was on a prettier drive. I miss my kids. I was at church this morning, you know, helping my friend's mother's church with some video content. But now I got to go home to my kids. I left at like 5 in the morning, but now I got to go home to my kids. I haven't seen my kids all morning. And I need to see Maxton and Jasper. They're like the best. We hung out yesterday. Went to go, where'd we go? Oh, we went to the Sunset. So by our house, maybe like 15 minutes away, is this beautiful scenic overlook. And it's gorgeous. You can watch the sunset. There's normally never a lot of cars out there. And it's this really cool, peaceful, beautiful set. And in the fall, it's gorgeous. You have all these different colors. But then someone vlogged about it, and now it's pretty much ruined. That went viral. So now, it was not ruined, but it just was a lot of people there. And I'm not really like when you got something that's kind of like cool, like you do want to gatekeep a little bit, but you know, it was a beautiful scene still. I enjoyed myself. The kids somewhat enjoyed themselves. Actually, the kids didn't care. Hey, Max.
Yes?
Don't yell into the mic, just talk.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Did you enjoy the sunset? Did you enjoy the sunset?
No.
What could have been better?
That the one keep driving the glass.
Oh, wow.
Inside the road. Inside road inside the grass.
Yeah.
It looked like he pocket.
Well, did you enjoy the sunset?
From what I can see.
Oh no.
She said, hell no.
She did.
JP, did you enjoy the sunset?
Daddy, look. I gotta read.
I enjoyed the sunset.
Me too.
Oh, you did enjoy it? I enjoyed myself. I had a good time. Watching the sunset, filming on my new camera. I had a good time. But that's part of the journey, it's like you just end up somewhere. And I'm rambling. So maybe I'll do this when I'm sitting down. But this is also good practice to figure out like, yo, what do you talk about? What do you talk about on the drive? I'm excited about Survivor. I've been watching a lot of Survivor. I fell in love with Survivor during the pandemic. I absolutely love it. I'm tempted to do some Survivor content and just talk about my thoughts of Survivor. I don't know, I might, when I relaunch my channel, as I relaunch my channel, because this video is part of me relaunching my channel. They just do a bunch of stuff and just make it about me. I call the channel Happy Behr because everything has repercussions with it. And it like makes sense for you just to be happy. Like, just to be happy. I remember I was interviewing Anthony Mackie. It was like one of my first interviews. It wasn't even on tape. And during the interview, he asked a question. He was like, how many people you know are truly happy? Like genuinely just like stupid happy. Just like happy, so happy that you're like, oh yeah. He's like, I know one person, is a teacher. She's not even rich. She's just a teacher and she is happy. And he was like, I envy that. And at the time, it went over my head. It didn't really go over my head because it stuck with me. But at the time, I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like a lot of people not happy is kind of what I walked away from that comment from. It's like people aren't happy. But, you know, life will catch up to you. Sometimes life plants a seed and that seed don't sprout for years later. And I think the pandemic helped that seed sprout for me because I had to work on my happiness. Like I had to really work on my happiness. I was depressed. Like I couldn't create content. And my son saved my life. Like he saved my life. The mother of my child, my fiance, saved my life too. Like her just being there for me through the dark days. I sound like Diddy. But her just being there with me through the dark times, like, and then giving me my son, was an amazing kid. Saved my life, man. Like, I remember just sort of being with him the first time I saw him, and he smiled at me. And I was like, oh man, he smiled at me. And then as he started to grow up and talk, like, he got the cutest little voice. Like, he's a great kid. And that brought me out of my depression. It brought me out of the dark place. And I started to live for him. And I realized, oh, you gotta work on your happiness. You gotta literally work on what keeps you happy, on what moves and motivates you. You have to work on that. Because if you don't, you will end up in a bad place. You will end up feeding into your thoughts. You'll end up not happy, miserable, and be wealthy and be well off. Like my daughter was saying she need more, and she do. She not rich by any means. But I asked her, she my age now, and I asked her, I said, are your bills paid? She said, barely. I said, but they paid though. That's better than I did. My bills wasn't paid when I was her age. When I was 21, I think I had my own place when I was like 22. But when I was 21, I was struggling. I often miss rent. You know what I mean? Like, she good, and I had a baby. And she also don't got a baby, my oldest. Oh yeah, I became a grandfather too. I love my kids. So yeah, man, like, you just gotta really, really, really just buckle down. YouTube demonetized me. And I don't really like being demonetized. I tried to post some video content, but I was like, I honestly, let me tell you how much fun, how present I've been, and how much fun and how happy I've been. Because YouTube demonetized me a year ago. YouTube emailed me and was like, if you don't start posting, we're going to demonetize you. I was like, okay. All right, gotcha. So I started posting some reels, just some BS content. Just sort of stay relevant, thinking like maybe some of the reels will catch on. So then I finally decided to like take it seriously and was like, okay, well, let me start posting content. Bought cameras, bought mics, bought lights, bought all this stuff. And I logged back into my YouTube and realized they sent me that email over a year ago. I've been so focused, so happy that I haven't even been paying attention to like how many days have gone by since these people emailed me and told me they took my money. And in that time, I went viral tons of times. They had all of these viral interviews right now. Tons of them. It's crazy though.